My name is Raul Dam. I've been coming to the Pierce Clinic for about 3 weeks now. I first heard about it through my coworker and business partner. He had heard about it from a patient that came over 10 years ago, him and his wife, and they just absolutely loved the results that they got from Dr. Pierce and his staff. So I decided to come check it out. I've always had low back problems since I was a teenager. Since I was 17 years old, I hurt myself. It was my lower back. I had a weightlifting accident followed by a car accident a few weeks later, unfortunately. So it was a L4, L5 problem in my lower back, and it was like a herniated disc. At one time, it actually became ruptured, causing a lot of pain. Specifically sitting down. It was very difficult for me to sit down more than a few minutes at its worst. And of course, driving to and from work or even driving to the stores was a big challenge. So in the past, I had tried traditional chiropractic care, and I'd also tried orthopedic surgeon with epidural shots. I had 3 epidural shots over a year's period of time. And I also tried traditional physical therapy. And had some limited results with that. It had gotten a little bit better, but it was still, pretty painful. And it was still very difficult for me to come and sit down and do my job and focus for a long period of time. When I came to Dr. Pierce 3 weeks ago, what I noticed right away within a day or two was that I was a lot more flexible after my first adjustment. My range of motion was a lot better. My muscles in my lower back and even all the way up to my neck were incredibly tense when I first saw him, and immediately those released and felt a lot better. Then what I noticed about a week and a half after my first adjustment with Dr. Pierce was that I was able to sit for a lot longer period of time, which was so important, like I said, specifically for my job, to be able to sit down for a while. I could probably sit for a good 45 minutes to an hour without having to take a break, where before it was hard for me to sit more than 5 or 10 minutes. So that was very good, early results after just a week and a half worth of treatment. One of the things that I was really impressed with Dr. Pierce and his staff is that the actual adjustments don't hurt at all. It was very comfortable. I actually didn't feel it at all. And it was very quick too. So it wasn't a real long process. I was really intrigued by Dr. Pierce and his staff when I first heard about the clinic because it was new to me. I had never heard of a upper cervical specialist. So I was very interested to see how they could help me. And I would just encourage anybody who has never tried a specialist like Dr. Pierce to give it a try, because you can see some pretty significant results early on. We're not talking about months later, we're talking about just within a few days or even a few weeks. Just very impressed with how precise they are in the assessment of each patient. They don't want to just do the same treatment for everybody. You can see how they tailor the treatment to the individual and the specific injury. I've been very impressed with everybody.